This is Johnny Van Zandt from Leonard Skinner. You're listening to American Hearts Radio.
The hottest entertainment on the planet.
Hey there, varmints. That's right. Buck off Mondays. That's right, Mondays. Come on in and go buck yourself. That's right. If you go anywhere else, you're going to get screwed. That's right. Come on down to the Moon Shadow Tavern, 3976 Lawrenceville Highway, Tucker, Georgia, 30084. I just figured I'd give you the zip code. Well, here's the phone number, 770-674-2133. That's right. Buck off Mondays, baby. Go buck yourself. I like you.
Remember, you whippersnappers, that's Buck Off Mondays. That means it's a buck off all adult beverages from open till close. We'll see you there.
Hey everybody, this is Johnny Van Zandt from Leonard Skinner. You're listening to America Hearts Radio. Want to be a big supporter of our troops and their families, and American Hearts Radio is too, so support them. God bless everybody, and God bless the USA. Free butter!
Roll it.
Hey, I'm Catherine, and I am with the Natural Instincts Band here at Pravash.
Boy.
And That's right, Joey. You tell him. And I want to give a shout out to Gene Odom's Old School Web TV show on AmericanHeartsRadio.com.
Awesome.
Rock on.
Well, I sat there fishing beside that old log when a bass jumped out of the water and ate my old dog. I kept on fishing, I had nothing better to do. Wouldn't have to bury the old dog, and I sure would miss him too. Well, out of the water come that bass again and grabbed me by the leg and pulled me in. We were sinking to the depths of that fishing hole. I was beating him in the head with my fishing pole. Well, I broke loose and was swimming free, and the bass came up underneath and bit me on the knee. I let out a cry to the fishing god. I said, listen, hooey, listen what I say. I'll never lie again about the big one that got away, the big bass. This is segment number 4 or 5 of this Gene Odom Old School. And y'all can tell I got the same t-shirt on, same drawers too. I left off, I don't know where I was at when I left off. Let me see. But anyway, we're on the west side here. We kind of grew up, boys and men, and coming together as friends, mostly. And like y'all know, I was an iron worker, union iron worker. And when Ronnie started out working, he was a bag boy. Bag groceries at Pantry Pride. And off and on I iron work and laid off and worked machine shop, worked at the shipyard and welded for the shipyard and so forth and so on. And
Which shipyard?
back then it was called Jacksonville Shipyard.
That's my father worked there.
Okay.
Over 30 years.
30 years, yeah.
Inside the machine shop, assistant foreman.
Wow, cool. Yeah, I worked as a welder. I would, get laid off iron working, and back then I didn't have a book. I didn't get my union book till '74, and you would be the first one laid off. And I welded at the shipyard on a couple of different occasions until some other work came up. And shipyard was a good job back then. There was a lot of hard work, a lot of welding. But that's what I did best was weld. And like I told y'all back there growing up, you know, at Ronnie's, you know, Ronnie and of course Donnie and Johnny were younger and quite a bit, and the girls were even younger than that. Oof, Johnny was the baby, and I guess Johnny was about 16 years old when the plane crashed. So he was a young boy even then. But, and I think my first episode I told you about Ronnie being at Lee High School and getting his first wife Nadine pregnant, and left school, went to work, and for a brother-in-law, and I think I put that in one of the segments. But I was working a lot of times. I could be traveling to Georgia, Alabama, Florida, Georgia, working because our local covered all the way over to past Tallahassee, right almost to Mobile, Alabama, to Brunswick, Georgia, over to down Daytona Beach, that area. And I didn't kiss nobody's butt, especially the business agent, and so he would send me on out-of-town jobs, you know, and keep his clique guys in town. And I traveled back and forth to Brunswick, Georgia, St. Mary's, Georgia, Valdosta, Georgia, Factory, Georgia. I'm working. I'd get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, drive up to Brunswick, Georgia. Brunswick from Jacksonville was like an hour, hour and a half. We get up, you know, it's 84 miles up there. And I'd come back home, get out 3:30, get home before about 4 or 5 o'clock. I'd throw that old John boat in the back of that old 69 Chevy pickup truck, and I'd haul that down to Orange Lake and fish 2 or 3 hours at night. Come on back home, get a couple hours sleep, get up and go to work. Jigger bob fishing, nighttime, catch big old bass, and get scared to death. Alligators, there used to be so many alligators in Orange Lake. There was like minnows in a bucket. They were just alligators everywhere. You had to dodge them and to fish. If you didn't get that fish in the boat quick, that gator would take that fish in your arm or leg or your whole body, whatever they wanted to get a hold of if he wasn't sharp. But, and when Ronnie lived on Doctor's Lake up there was a big old gator. That was the biggest gator I've ever seen. We called it Jaws. I seen a picture the other day at Whitey's last time I was up there. Somebody killed that gator several years ago. And back then that gator was 13 feet long, easy, probably weighed 700 pounds. And I think that was the gator that is 13 and a half feet, weighed over 700 pounds. That was probably Jaws. And we'd scare each other out there on that lake about Jaws. And we was jigger fishing on Doctor's Lake, Ronnie's Lake, one night, and a lot of mullet come out of the river, come out of the ocean in the river, come into Doctor's Lake, because Doctor's Lake connects it to the St. Johns River to the ocean. And on a mullet, you get in shallow water or whatever, and, you know, and a mullet, or jump, you know. And Ronnie was jigger bob fishing, and he's very, very, very superstitious, and anything was scary to death. And I said, "What that is Jaws?" You know, he jumped, you know, and come on, man, cut it out. You know, I'm rowing us along, and he's jigger bob fishing, and you hear that. That's what you hear. 10, 11 o'clock at night. That's what you hear until a big old bass hits it, and it'll scare you to death. But anyway, I said, "Watch it!" And he scared him, you know. But anyway, I waited for a while, and he was doing that. And the next time I said that, it's the good Lord had to have something to do with it. I said, "Watch it, there's Jaws!" And a mullet jumped over the bow of the boat and hit him in the stomach. Right when I said that, he jumped up screaming, dropped the pole, screaming, and he thought Jaws had him. You know, it scared the piss out of him. And when they realized it was a nice mullet, big old mullet, it was in the bottom of the boat flopping around. Ronnie Van Zant stomped that mullet, kicked him, stomped him, stomped him, and finally threw him in the water. And I went, man, why do you do that to crush that old poor fish like that? Just give these dead innings, and he's done that jaws. Man, let's go home. He was ready to go home then. He was kind of embarrassed too, and but it scared the mess out of him. And he, if you was in the boat, or on the dock, or on the bank with him fishing, and if his pole was laying out there, or his pole was in his arms, or sitting down, laying down, whatever, you couldn't step across his pole. He was superstitious. He would not let you step across his pole. If you did make that step, he would grab you and make you step back the same way you stepped forward. If you went left, right, you would go right, left to come back. I don't care who you were. He'd get you, and you'd have to do that because he was in it. And if a black cat running in front of your car or the truck, or him driving or riding in it, he'd put black cat, and he'd put 3 X's on the windshield. Very superstitious. But when that mullet jumped across that boat, right there, I said, "Look at Jaws," and it was the timing was perfect. I don't know how in the world it happened, but it did. It scared him just about to death. And if you knew anything about him, you almost threw up right then because Ronnie had a weak stomach. You could say vomit or puke, and he'd start throwing up. You know, if you had anything, Ed King made a thing the other day about when he was staying with Ronnie when he first moved to Jacksonville. Come by the band, he was living with Ronnie and Judy. And Ed said that they were eating, I think, pizza or something. And Ed said, and Ed had old long stringy hair, you know. Ed said his hair got in the pizza, and Ed was eating that pizza, and that hair got in his mouth. And he looked at Ronnie and said, "Hey, Ronnie, here's that for you." And Ed said he pulled that string out of his mouth, and Ronnie cussed him for something, whatever. Ronnie runs to the bathroom, knocked over his tray, spilled all his food, everything, run to the bathroom, was barfing in the bathroom because he was pulling that hair out of Ed's mouth. Ronnie would, if you could just say, "Man, you look sick. Are you sick?" And he gets sick, and start puking. But what was I talking about? Let's see. Jaws and his superstitious ways. His boat dock was kind of ragged, and we were home on the summer, right before we were going to summer tour. It came off with us. I guess the spring tour went out to fix to go for the summer. We was rebuilding this dock, sinking down some poles. I had a jet thing over. We were sinking the poles down, some telephone poles. And old Jaws, you could see Jaws swimming by out there. That old head was that big on that alligator. And so he knew that Jaws was in the neighborhood, and he wouldn't get in the water. And Jaws went back toward where his den was, over the lots next door where Ronnie was at. And he got down in the water, lining up the pole, and I was jetting it. And water right there, but there was probably chest deep. I waited till he got his hands full, and I said, "Good Lord, Jaws is right behind you." He come out of the water, look over that pole, come up that ladder, freaking out. And I said, just joking. Well, he's ready to fight. And so it was my time to get down there. I'm down there fiddling around, and he tried that on me one time. I said, "No, that ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work." And so we kept putting the poles down and working, and we had a little generator that I'd start up for the jet to pump the water. And snatch on that thing, and that dock was 3.5 feet wide. It wasn't a big little dock, And I was snatching on that thing, and man, I snatched on it, and I did the rope broke. And that my force of that snatching on that thing, it just threw me right on off that dock right in the lake. I know I'm not a swimmer anyway, and I splashed around down there, and trying to get my wits back about me, and soaking ass wet. He hollered and screamed, "Says, Jaws is right behind you, my God, Jaws is right behind you, Gene." And I thought it was serious. I wasn't about half dead from falling in that lake. And I come out of that water just knowing that that alligator had me. And he was laughing. He was laughing so hard I thought he was going to throw up then. But I remember those days. I remember those years. And can't forget those things. And a lyric in the song he wrote about, if you want to talk about fishing, I guess that'd be okay. Fishing would have been all right talking to Ronnie about, but business or music or whatever else, if he wasn't one of his musicians talking to him about music, he didn't want to hear it when he was home, when he was being Ronnie. And maybe out some of them juke joints or something like that when I wasn't around or something, and him drinking or whatever, he might talk to some of them people, because Ronnie liked to talk, especially if he had a little Jack Daniels whiskey talking. And but he was superstitious. I don't know if he is now or not, but he sure was back then. And I miss him. I miss him a whole lot. But I miss about fishing, and like I might have told y'all about I'm not sure I did. Let me put this in. It was summer, May of '77. I might have put this in one of the segments, I'm not sure, but if I did, I'm putting it in again. Ronnie Vance had always wanted a big old black bass, a largemouth bass, a trophy bass. And he always wanted him on an old pickup truck. And he got him that old 1955 Chevy truck, parked in the yard. And he called me up. He said, "Hey, come pick me up. Y'all, what time you get here? Let's go fishing." Lake Lansing. Lake Lansing's in Ocala National Forest. Now it's about dried up. It's in two. It's got a big old bridge going through it. It's about to dry up. When we got there early, it was just started to rain, sprinkler. And he was, man, he said, "Man, genius, and it's raining, whatever, And I had that old truck, old toolbox in the back, old John boat. And I backed up, turned around, backed up, and the truck got stuck. And he was, "Oh God, man, we in trouble, man." He said, "Oh Lord, have mercy." And I said, "Don't worry about that." I said, "The rain's going to stop." He said, "Man, let's get that." He said, "We can't, there's no phone, Gene, or nothing." Oh, Lord have mercy. Hang on a second. I'll call you right back. I'll call you back, Mike. Well, I said, "Don't worry about that." And I said, "Man, it's going to stop raining." He said, "Come on, Gene." He said, "Man, we're in trouble now." I said, "No, we ain't." I said, "Look, stop raining. It's quit. Come on." I got out of the truck and I got him to get on out. We put that old John boat there and we started paddling down the left-hand side where we always did. We didn't go 40 yards, and he hung on to that big old monster, that 12-pound, I think it was 12-pound, 8 ounces bass. Now, I got that big old bass in the boat, and he was half a camper. And I'll speed this up a little bit. He jumped around in the boat, jumped around screaming, and he knew he had his truck, and he had his trophy bass. It was May of '77. And we went back, paddling back. He wanted to get to the Carl's, to the guy that had the little a boat ramp there, the little cottages, camping cottages stuff. Fish bait and tackle place. We wanted to weigh that bass. He wanted to see how big that bass was. Carl had a scale and a big in the water tank you could put the fish in and keep the fish alive while you was put fishing or whatever. We got back there and weighed that bass. It was 12-pound, 8 ounces, I think. And I said, "We took up plenty of time to fish. Come on," so we went back fishing. I hung one on the other side of the lake. That was a monster, broke my rod. And we come back. He got hold of that bass. We put it in a live well, in a cooler. And we got back to the truck and drug the old boat up there. He went, oh man, he said, what are we going to do now, Gene? He said, you know, got that old truck stuck. And he said, we in trouble. I opened up the toolbox and back in the truck and threw that come along and chain out. And I put that chain around the tree, hooked that come along to the tailgate, to the trailer hitch. And I just come along that truck about 8 feet, got in it, backed it right on up. And he says, come on, Dome. He went, I should have known, Gene Odom knew what he was doing. You know, I said, I told you when it was stuck. I said, well, don't worry about it, we're going fishing. And we wasn't stuck, well, we were stuck the whole time, but when I got back there, we was out in 5 minutes, we was out and gone. And he wanted to get back, show off that bass, and we took that bass to the taxidermy place. That taxidermy did my 3 black bass that I had. That was in May. I'm not even sure he was alive. Yes, I think he was. I think he had just got his bass back from the taxidermy when in the plane crashed. So he got the 2 things in life he really wanted was his old truck and a trophy bass, and hung it on the wall, and a gold and platinum record. So before he died, I guess he got everything he wanted, and that kind of makes me happy that he got, you know, we got his gold records and platinum records and a big bass and an old truck. And I'm happy for that. And I was happy that I was a part of his life catching that big old bass. His life actually ended, you know, part of his whole 29 years of his life. Good and bad. And I worked for Ronnie twice. I worked for his brother, Bill Morris, at the auto part place, Ronnie, and he was my boss. Wow, I just put that together. I just thought about that. That's sad, but true. Wrong, 5 minutes? Okay, let me think of something else. This house out there's a picture on the internet, him hanging up 2 bass. Holding up 2 bass. We caught those 2 bass. He caught those 2 bass across the lot where Henry's place at his lake house, where he was lot next door. We walked through the woods there and fish on Henry's canal. He let us fish there. And we was coming back across there. I think if it wasn't that night, it was another night. And Ronnie Barefoot, you know how Ronnie was. We come across there and he's in front of me. I think it may have been the same night. I'm in front of him. I think I'm carrying the fish or the poles. I think I was carrying the fish, he's carrying the pole. That's the same night. Walking across this pool deck. And he hollered and screamed. I just stepped on a cottonmouth. I don't know how he knew it was a cottonmouth. It was pitch black. And he hollered for Judy to bring him the shotgun. Turn the light on, porch light on, and bring him the shotgun. And I came back around there. I was looking around. I didn't see no snake. But he was adamant that he stepped on a cottonmouth. So Judy came out with get Ronnie the shotgun. Ronnie loaded the shotgun, and she turned on the light and looking in there, and sure enough, there was that cottonmouth coiled up right there, but there was a step, 2-step. Got to the pool deck, and that cottonmouth was right there in the corner of that step in the house. Ronnie, boom, 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 he shot that cottonmouth and blew that cottonmouth all to pieces, and it was a cottonmouth moccasin. How he didn't get bit, I don't know, but Charlie Pride sang about it years ago. Oh, the snakes crawl at night. Yes, they do. The snakes crawl at night. I think after that's when I went around there and he held the bass up. And I might have took a picture of him, or Judy took a picture of him holding them two bass up. And I'm right about where he's shot that snake right behind him, up in that old pine tree or that oak tree, was a wasp nest. That thing was that big, about that tall. And it was just full of wasps. And Ronnie being Ronnie, he shot that wasp nest, and that was 20 feet up in the air, up in the tree. And now I wouldn't do that. He said, yeah, he said, they can't come and get us. And boom, we shot that nest again. And if you know anything about a wasp nest, it's corrugated, really tough. And I said, if you want to do something, shoot above it, shoot a limb above it. He shot right above that wasp nest, and here it come. Bam! It hit right there in front of us. I mean, the wasp was everywhere. And he started to run, but I grabbed him and pulled him back. I said, no, I'm getting going. So I pulled him back, and I took off and out running to the house, and we didn't get stung. I don't know how we didn't get stung, but there was 9 zillion wasps. They were probably stunned from the fall, and then being buckshot parallel in them, but he wasn't getting in front of me, no way.
That's awesome.
Yes, sir, buddy. I pulled him back. Oh, hold on, man. I'm gone. Yes, sir. And I think I beat him in the house, too. I held the door.
Mike wants to step in and put his big head shadow in the
Yeah, how you doing here, buddy?
Hey, I'm doing great,
Hey, man, Gene, great. Thank you so much for sharing your stories, brother.
Hey, we just get started, man.
Yeah, man, this is episode 4, and I hope you've enjoyed this. This is Old School with Gene Odom.
I'm enjoying it. I can't wait to see a finished product.
And
all you people out there.
Oh, absolutely, Gene, and we love you, man, and God bless you, and we'll see you next Thursday night, 8 o'clock p.m. on American Hearts Radio or Harmony Booking. You all right?
Got a chicken bone in it.
I hate when that happens.
Yeah.
Rock and roll.
All right, that's a wrap.
I'll bring that blue book, and we'll get tuned up with that.
This is Johnny Van Zandt from Leonard Skinner. You're listening to American Hearts Radio.
Serving Atlanta since 1998, Massey Gutters understands the challenges specific to our area. Massey Gutters is familiar with all aspects of gutters and roofing. We use only the highest quality materials. With our fully trained and professional staff, you are guaranteed to get quality service and work. References available upon request. Call us today for a free estimate, 404-314-6800. Again, that's 404-314-6800. Call Massey Gutters today, 404-314-6800.
Introducing Tuesday specials. All day Tuesdays, half-price hamburgers and half-price bone-in chicken wings. From open to close. Holy cow. At the Moon Shadow Tavern. This is dine-in only, baby. 3976 Lawrenceville Highway in Tucker, Georgia. Give them a call. 770-674-2133. Tell them that American Hearts Radio sent you for the Tuesday special. All day Tuesday. Half-price hamburgers, half-price bone-in chicken wings. Open and close. See you there. I like you.
Hi, thank you for choosing the Guitar Station. We've been here for 10 years. We started our 11th year in historic downtown Green Cove Springs on 421 Walnut Street. We do guitar lessons. We do repairs, consignments. We do a lot of stuff. We do guitar, bass, drums, keyboards, mandolin, ukulele, banjo. We do a lot of instruments, but mainly we have fun at the guitar station, all ages 8 to 80. So stop by, give us a call at 284-5191. That's 904-284-5191. We love music, so we want to share that with you. Thank you so much, and God bless. Have a great day.
This is Johnny Van Zandt from Leonard Skinner. You're listening to American Hearts Radio.
American Hearts Radio wants you to be a part of our family. Affordable rates, live worldwide radio broadcasts, live events and web TV show productions. Tune in. You'll like what you hear. Download our apps from Novix for Android and BlackBerry. We also have apps for Android on Google Play. It's also available on the iPhone and iPad stores. We honor our U.S. troops, veterans, first responders, MIAs, and POWs. We are family-oriented, bringing the hearts of America together by streaming live radio and web TV shows from coast to coast, supporting independent artists and spinning timeless music. We will create commercials for your business that will be placed on live radio shows and web TV daily spins and reruns, as well as creating the graphics that will appear on all social networks and our website. As a supporter of our radio web TV network, you will be invited on our local web TV shows in Atlanta, Georgia to promote your business. You will also receive free tickets to any other live event that American Hearts Radio LLC produces. In comparison to traditional advertising, our rates are very affordable and offer a larger audience. Every client's advertising plan should include a way to drive potential buyers to your website, and AmericanHeartsRadio.com does exactly that. Be a part of our family, bringing the hearts of America together. Please contact us. We thank you for your support. Become a part of our family of supporters today. Call 904-229-8150. That's 904-229-8150. Call today at 904-229-8150. Please visit us at www.americanheartsradio.com.